So this is approximately 0320 GMT, but the Dana would say that this is timed at 0330 GMT. This is the edition that is coming online after a break of about 2 weeks, I think, and we didn't broadcast any editions during the most hectic days about the legitimacy of Boris Johnson staying at number 10 Downing Street in as in the post of Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Now there are lots of questions to be asked and answered, or answers sought, about the legitimacy of Boris Johnson as a person holding public office. So we shall be endeavoring to look at some of the most important urgent questions and seeking answers to those from our perspective. This is something that needs to be pointed out, that none of the accessible online outlets, either publishing conventional reports or comments about Boris Johnson, has covered the issues of morality and ethics, not in the context of the actual parts of the state in the UK, which is led by the Houses of Parliament. The latest news, so-called, about Johnson is that he is going to go ahead with appointing any number of people to the House of Peers, P-E-E-R-S, and also giving gogs and honors, so-called. Now, honor is the last thing that is present in the behavior of Boris Johnson, and has been pointed out by one of the political parties, the numerically smaller political parties in the House of Commons, that as Boris Johnson is dishonorable and he has no honor, he has no right to give so-called honors to anyone else. We agree entirely. But our agreement doesn't include agreeing with the role of that party or any of the parties in the House of Commons in the UK at any time, because they have not been making an issue of honor and dishonor on the part of politicians and holders of political positions as a regular or significant part of their activities. And the same applies to the behavior of so-called Fleet Street, the newspapers, as well as the broadcast media. So, although there is an appearance of news and reporting, so-called, about what is going on in the UK, quote, state of the UK government, there is really no substance, because they are all avoiding, all the media, mainstream media, and the allied or affiliated so-called social media outlets are operating in denial of the fact that the most significant aspect of the UK, speaking constitutionally, is that it has no constitution, which means that nobody who is incumbent as the Prime Minister at the time, based at number 10 Downing Street, London, SW1, can be removed by referring to an established constitutional provision concerning their misbehavior, misconduct, the dishonesty, the corruption, and so on. This is something that applies only to the United Kingdom among the so-called leading countries in the world. It's amazing that a proven serial liar and a crook, as Johnson is and has been, cannot be removed from the post of Prime Minister by citing any citable part of the Constitution of the United Kingdom, because there is no Constitution of the United Kingdom. By definition, a constitution is a set code, given code, fixed code of conduct. It's not something that is open to change at whim. And yet, they say that the United Kingdom is one of the world's most advanced democratic countries, that is, by reference to the parliament, by reference to its constitutionality, by reference to the availability of accountability of the executive. The executive is not accountable according to the Constitution because there is no Constitution in the United Kingdom. Anyone watching this must note what I'm saying. There is no Constitution. They say that there is no written Constitution, but that's a misleading statement. By saying that there is no written Constitution, they are saying, but there is a Constitution. And by suggesting or asserting that, they are saying that there are conventions and rules. That is a lie, because the convention is not a compulsory fixed item or entity that can be cited permanently, except on occasion when it is amended. So all the British newspapers, the British media of all forms and all shapes and all kinds of platforms that have been reporting so-called or covering the phenomenon of the serial liar, the depraved Boris Johnson over the last, let's say, 2 weeks, have been in denial. They have been in denial of the fact that there is no Constitution. And it is common sense to say, as I am saying, that if there is no Constitution, then the demand for Boris Johnson to leave becomes ridiculously useless, which it is proving to be, and it has so far proven to be. Because he is not being in breach of any Constitution. Or he is not breaking any aspect of the Constitution requiring him to leave, given the evidence of the facts of his behavior and conduct. So this is an exclusive, world exclusive, factual, evidential diagnostic broadcast. coming from the Kudila television channel, being broadcast only on the internet, not on satellite, not on the terrestrial. And this is part of the Baby Angel Geronimo editions of the Kudila campaign. And Baby Angel Geronimo is the leader of the theme about the corruption of Boris Johnson, the depravity of Boris Johnson, and everybody else that follows him, backs him, supports him. We shall be continuing. This is ending at 03:30 GMT on Tuesday, the 12th of July, 2022. We shall be continuing in the course of the next days, weeks, months, hopefully.